We are now on problem number 3. So on this problem, sabi niya, the bending moment acting on the triangular cross-section of the beam is 3.6 kN and is positive. So the moment is already given. So hindi na natin kailangan mag-shear and moment diagram. So this is positive 3.6 kN. Determine the maximum tensile and compressive stress acting on the cross-section. So ang hinahanap ay maximum tensile at maximum compressive stresses. So since positive yung ating moment, our beam tends to smile. So yung nasa taas, they are under compression at yung nasa sa ilalim naman na fiber is under the tension. So our cross-section is a triangle. So, simple lang naman yung formula sa stress. That is just MC over I since we are talking about the maximum stress. So, kunin muna natin yung ating I at saka yung C ng triangle natin. Ayan. So, this is our triangle. Ang height daw ng triangle natin ay 120 mm. Whereas, yung ating width ay 60 mm. Now, based on our understanding on centroids and moment of inertia, alam natin na yung centroid nitong triangle natin, ito yung ating center of mass or yung center of gravity natin, is located at 1/3, 2/3. 1/3 coming from the peak, so 1/3 ito ng height. Tapos ito naman ay 2/3 ng height. Therefore, ang C-top natin is 1/3 ng 120 mm which is equivalent to 40 mm. That is our C-top. And then our C-bottom naman will be the 2/3. Baliktad ako. So this is the 2/3, this is the 1/3. So this should be 80. And then this one is 1/3 ng 120 mm. Bakit kaya ako mas malaki pa yung ilalim? So C-bot is just 40 mm. Okay? Kunin naman natin yung I. The moment of inertia is BH cubed over 36. So the base is 60 mm multiplied by the height na 120 mm cube over 36. So our I will be 2.88 times 10 raised to 6 millimeter to the fourth. So, kapag tanong sa atin ay stress, since hiwalay ang magiging stress natin, again, mahahati dito, yung ating top fiber will be under compression and yung ating bottom fiber will be under tension because positive yung ating bending moment. So, unahin natin yung top fiber. So, on the top fiber, our stress becomes, the moment is 3.6. So, 3.6. Yung kilonewton meter, i-multiply natin sa times 10 raised to 6 para maging newton millimeter. Multiplied by our C-top, which is 80 millimeter, divided by our I na 2.88 times 10 raised to 6 millimeter to the fourth. Cancel, millimeter squared ang matitira. Newton per millimeter squared, that is megapascal. Tanggalin na rin natin yung times 10 to 6. So, ang may iwan na lang na sa atin ay 3.6 times 80 over 2.88. We have 100 megapascal. And pagdating naman sa bottom fiber, by the way, our top fiber is under compression. Pagdating naman sa bottom fiber, our maximum stress becomes, magpapalit lang tayo ng C. So, hindi naman tayo nagpalit ng section, hindi rin tayo nagpalit ng moment. So, magpapalit lang ay yung ating C. So, this time, ang C na lang natin ay 40 mm divided by 2.88 times 10 raised to 6 millimeter to the fourth. Cancellation of unit, magiging millimeter squared. Tanggalin na natin yung times 10 to 6. So our maximum stress becomes, parang kinalahati, 50 megapascal tension. So, ganun lang kasimple yung tinutukoy ng problem na to. Okay? So, yun nga lang, kailangan nating alamin, tandaan, ano yung formula ng mga moment of inertia and centroids, location of centroids. That is very important on this topic. Alright, that's it for this one. See you on the next one. Final sample problem on flexure. Sabi dito, the box beam is made by nailing 4 2-inch by 8 planks together as shown. Given that WO is equivalent to 300 pound per feet, find the largest allowable P if the bending stress is limited to 1,400 psi. So according to the problem, nilimit yung bending stress natin to 1,400 psi. Hindi in-indicate if this is for tension or compression. Let's assume na applicable siya for both tension and compression. So meron daw tayong cross-section na box. Okay? So this is our cross-sectional area. Since symmetrical naman yung box natin, therefore, ang ating neutral axis ay nasa gitna. So, i-identify na lang natin ngayon yung dimensions na meron tayo. So, come from the top to the neutral axis, ang magiging distance natin ay kalahati ng 8 inch which is 4 inch plus 2 inch or 6 inches. So, dito sa bottom, ganun din. 6 inches kasi nga symmetrical sila. On this side, we have 8 inches. Okay? So, this is the dimension of the box and then the interior of our box is, kung ito ay 8, yung bawat window na ito ay, this is 2, this is also 2. So, ang may iwan na lang natin sa loob ay 4 inch na lang kasi dalawang 2 yung isusubtract natin. Okay? And yung height naman ng loob natin will be 8 inches. Okay, ayun, given ng problem. This is 8 inches hanggang dito. Pero ito hanggang dito, that is 8 inch minus 2, that is 4 inch na lang. Okay, so kunin natin yung C. The value of C equal sila, top and bottom is 6 inches. Pagdating naman sa moment of inertia, this is BH cube lang din, over 12. But since hollow, kailangan nating, okay, kunin yung buo, tapos isubtract natin yung BH cube over 12 naman nung ating hollow section. So in this case, our I becomes, ang base ng pinakamalaking rectangle ay 8, ang height naman niya ay 12 cube over 12, minus yung maliit na hollow sa loob, that is 4 inch ang kanyang base, ang kanya namang height ay 8 inch cube over 12. Now, pwede lang natin gamitin to, i-skip si transfer moment of area or si transfer moment of inertia kapag parehong nasa centroid yung ating cross section. In this case kasi, nagko-coincide yung ating centroid dito sa gitna, no? Pero kapag naka-offset, for example, ito yung rectangle natin, okay? Tapos, 'di ba, initially nakagitna, bumabang ganyan, hindi na equal. So, hindi natin pwedeng gamitin yung ganitong technique. Kailangan natin mag-transfer formula, ano? Yung transfer formula natin, that is our moment of inertia is equivalent to summation of I plus A D squared. So, kailangan natin gamitin yan to determine the moment of inertia. So, in this case, naka-align sila sa iisang centroid. So, our I is 981.333 inches to the fourth. So, may I na tayo. Ang kailangan na lang natin ay yung moment. So, imumove ko to dito sa gilid para makapag-draw tayo ng moment diagram. Lipat na lang natin to dito. So, ito pwede na natin tong i-delete. Okay? So let's draw the moment diagram starting with our shear. Okay. Okay, but before we can proceed with the shear, kailangan muna nating hanapin yung reactions dito. Ano-ano yung reactions natin sa support? Simply supported lang naman na ang ating uniformly distributed ay 300 pound per foot. So let's solve for the reaction. Let's take summation moment at A. Dito ko na lang ilalagay sa itaas. So let's take summation moment at A equivalent to 0. Okay? Let's assume that clockwise is positive. So ang meron tayo dito, meron tayo munang P na ang moment arm ay 9 feet plus meron tayong 300 feet, pound feet, tapos multiply natin sa length niya na 12 feet. Then yung moment arm naman niya ay kalahati ng 12, so 6. And that is equal sa reaction at point C over multiplied by 12. So our reaction on C is okay. So unknowns pa si P kasi yan nga yung hinahanap ng problem natin. So ang pwede natin gawin is mag-cancellations tayo or 9P, pwede ito 9P plus yung 300 times 12 times 6 yan ay 21,600 divided by 12. So, ang unit nito ay pounds. So, simplify natin. Kung may 9 over 12 ka, that would be 3/4. So, the reaction here is 3/4 P plus 21,600 divided by 12, 1,800. Positive. So, positive sila pareho, but then again, reaction pa lang tayo. Okay. So, to determine the reaction at A, let's take summation forces vertical equivalent to 0, assuming upward positive. So, ang upward forces natin dyan ay RA at RC. So, RA plus RC equivalent to the value of our concentrated load P plus yung 300 na may length na 12 feet. So, ang may iwan sa atin, since may value tayo ng RC, so RA is equivalent to P plus 3,600. P plus 3,600, then isusubtract natin yung value ng RC which is 3/4 P plus 1,800. Again, importante ang parenthesis dito. No? Pag walang parenthesis, magiging plus yung ating 1/8. So, our RA is P minus 3/4. So, this is 1/4 P. 3,600 minus 1,800 magiging plus 1,800. So, this is our reaction for A. So, basically, ang nangyari lang, yung uniformly distributed load, pinaghatian nila, tig 1/8 sila. Pero pagdating kay P, si point A, ang kinikerry lang niya ay 1/4 nun, while si RC naman, si point C, ang kinikerry naman niya ay 3/4 nun. Okay? So, from here, we can now plot our shear diagram. Kunin natin area. So, our area here, yung area sa point lang na to, sa 9 feet lang. So, 300 times 9, we have negative 2,700 dito. At yung area naman sa side na to is 900, negative 900. Okay? Sige. Shear diagram tayo muna, SFD, shear force diagram. So, our length is in feet. Then, our shear is in pounds. Okay. So, at point A, may reaction tayo, positive 1/4 P plus 1,800. Hindi natin alam yung value ng P, pero that is greater than 1,800. So, assume na lang tayo na nandito. So, this is your 1/4 P plus 1,800. So, aangat yung ating shear diagram to this point. Next, degree here is 0, so we can expect that the next line is a slanting line. So the area is 2,700. So 1,800 minus 2,700, that is negative 900. So ang shear natin sa point na to, sa point B, shear at point B is 1/4 P plus 1,800. Tapos meron daw tayong change na negative 2,700. So the shear at point B is just 1/4 P minus 900. Now, hindi natin alam kung mas malaki sa 900 yung 1/4 P. Kasi kapag yung value ng P natin ay greater than 3,600, okay, pounds, ibig sabihin positive. Pero kapag ang value ng P natin is less than 3,600, negative. So, hindi natin muna alam yung value. Ang gawin na lang muna natin, i-assume lang muna natin na greater than 3,600 yung value ng P. Okay? So, positive yung magiging result. So, nandito. So, we have here 1/4 P minus 900. Okay? So, let's connect the dots. Oops. Okay. So, this is 1/4 P. And then, at exactly point B, bababa daw tayo ng P. So, kunin muna natin yon. So, at point PB din, meron tayong 1/4 P minus 900. And then, according to our load diagram, kailangan bumaba pa natin ng value ng P. So, our BB now is negative na to. 3/4 ng P minus 900. Dito, sure na tayo na nasa baba ito. So, assume natin na andito. Negative 3/4 P minus 900. Then, let's connect the dots. Then, according to our evaluation ng area, meron tayong negative 900 na change. So, our shear at point C becomes negative 3/4 P minus 900. Then, bababa pa raw tayo ng 900. Okay? So, our shear at C is negative 3/4 P minus 1,800. So, assume na lang muna natin na nandito yan. So, dito si negative 3/4 P minus 1,800. Then, let's connect the dot. We have here a degree of 1. N is equal to 1. N is equal to 1. And then, at point C, may reaction RC tayo, which is 3/4 P plus 1,800, closing out our shear diagram. So, ito na yung ating shear diagram. Now, itong point na to, this is the location of zero shear. So, possibly nandyan yung ating maximum moment. Kasi ito positive moment, ito negative moment. Kunin na lang muna natin yung area nito. What will be the area of this one and what will be the area of this one. So, yung area nito, ng left side, kunin natin. Yung area ng left side natin becomes, this is a trapezoid. So, 1/2 ng, ang height natin on the left side is 1/4 P plus 1,800 plus, yung height naman natin on the other side is 1/4 P minus 900. Okay? Multiplied by our length na 9 feet. Okay? So, therefore, our area here sa left side is 1/2 ng 1/4 plus 1/4, 1/2 P plus 1/8 minus 900, 900. So, positive tayo. Multiplied by 9. So, our AL is 9/2 times 1/2 ng P plus 900. So, this is our area for this one. So, we have 9/2 multiplied by 1/2 ng P plus 900. Okay, hindi pa natin kasi alam yung value ng P. Ngayon, actually, pwede na tayong tumigil dito. Meron na tayong maximum moment. Ito na yon. Okay? However, i-check na lang din natin doon naman sa right side. Ano yung magiging area ng ating right side? So, the area of the right side would be 1/2 ng, i-remove na muna natin yung mga negatives. Gagawin na lang natin mga positive muna ito para nang sa ganon, hindi tayo mahirapan. Ilabas na natin kaagad yung negative. So, lahat ng minus na to magiging plus. We have 3/4 P plus 900 plus we have another 3/4 P plus 1,800 multiplied by the length na 3 feet. So our area on the right is negative 3/2 ng dalawang 3/4 that is 6/4 P plus 2,700. So this is the area on the right. Supposedly, this should be equal pero hindi na natin to ipoprove. We are now okay to use either one of the two. Okay? So kunin natin ngayon yung ating shear stress. So since dito yung maximum moment natin, pag i-drawing natin yung moment diagram, kung nakuha nyo na yung maximum moment, kagaya nito, nakuha na natin yung maximum moment, hindi mo na sana kailangang i-drawing yung ating moment diagram. Okay? Kasi meron ka naman ng value ng moment. So, ano yung ibig kong sabihin? So, ito. Pound foot ang unit natin ha. Diba? Meron tayong pin support dito. So, ang moment dyan ay 0. Then, at this point, ang area natin ay 9/2 multiplied by 1/2 plus 900. So, itong curve natin na to ay pag ganito, kasi positive decreasing, and ang magnitude ng ating maximum area is this. So, ito yon. Copy, paste. So, ito yung point na yan. Tapos, dapat mag-i-equate sila sa 0. Kaya sabi ko, dapat equal yung dalawa na yan. Okay? So, kaya naman natin pag-equalin yan. Pero for now, hayaan na muna natin siyang as is na ganyan. Okay? N is equal to 2. Kasi na-determine naman na natin yung maximum moment. So, our maximum moment is 9/2 1/2 of P plus 900. Okay. So, our stress daw is limited to 1,400 PSI lang. So, 1,400 PSI. Since stress is equivalent to MC/I kasi we are talking about the maximum. So, therefore, our 1,400 pounds per inches squared is equal to the moment na 9/2 multiplied by 1/2 of P plus 900. Take note, ang unit nito ay naka-pound foot. Pound foot. So, kailangan natin i-multiply sa 12 para maging pound inch. Okay? Multiplied by our C. So, our C is 6 inches. And then our I is 981.333. 981.333 inches. So, the value of P is 1,400 multiplied by 9/2 times 1/2 x/2 na lang to. X/2 plus 900 times 12 times 6 divided by 981 inches to the 4th inches squared. 0.333. Chip solve. So, dito, inassume na kasi natin na ang unit ng PI in pounds. Ano? So, the value of P is 6680.655 pounds. So, this is the value ng P. Now, itry natin naman using the negative side, using the right side rather. So, the maximum moment now, kapag yung right side ang ginamit natin, this should be equal to 3/2, 6/4P plus 2,700. Okay, same ng parameters, mababago lang ito, no? So, our 1,400 pounds per inches squared is equivalent sa 3/2 ng 6/4P plus 2,700 multiply ulit natin sa 12 para maging pound-inch na lang siya, times 6 inches divided by 981.333. So our P here is, so based on the right side moment, okay, 3/2 times 6/4, 6x/4 plus 2,700 times 12 times 6 divided by 981.333. Okay. So the answer is also 6680.6556 pound. So kung ang pipiliin nyo ay left side or right side ng ating moment, sabi ko nga sa inyo, they are equal. So in this case, na-prove natin, since similar yung value ng P, equal lang yung dalawang moment na to. This one and this one should be equal. Okay? Hindi na lang natin minimize. So the value of our P is 6680.6556 pounds. And that's it for this problem. So we will further discuss the flexure when we are discussing the horizontal shearing stress.